In 1942, Nazi Germany published a guidebook to Warsaw for German soldiers. The guidebook describes Warsaw's history in architecture, but when you read it closely, it's an example of how Nazi propaganda tried to reshape the city. Not surprisingly, the Nazis did not have a positive view of Warsaw. The guidebook dismisses Warsaw as a city of little significance with no truly magnificent buildings. Yet, whenever something impressive can be found, it is usually the result of Germans. Warsaw enters history when it becomes a city under German law in the 14th century. The guide claims that 84% of the citizens in medieval records were German and concludes that Warsaw was undoubtedly the work of German citizens. The guide credits Germans for Warsaw's development. It claims that German merchants, craftsmen, and physicians transformed Warsaw into the cultural center of Poland. The Polish middle class is described as culturally backward, while Germans are presented as the city's economic and cultural leaders. For Warsaw's landmarks, the guide repeatedly points out German architects, sculptors, and noble families. Italian architects are mentioned as well. The impression is that nearly every important building in Warsaw was created by foreigners rather than by Poles. At one point, the guide even states that entering Warsaw's Old Town feels like entering a medieval German city, and declares that no German will be able to escape this impression. The occupation is also visible in the street names. Piłsudski Square becomes Adolf Hitler Square. Ujazdowskie Avenue becomes Victory Avenue. Not surprisingly, Aleje Jerozolimskie, Jerusalem Avenue, was renamed. The guide calls it Railway Street, stripping it of any Jewish context. The treatment of Warsaw's Jewish population is another example of Nazi ideology. The Jewish ghetto is called an epidemic exclusion zone established in 1940 to protect the city's general population. There is no mention of the horrific conditions inside the ghetto. The guidebook also rewrites recent history. Poland's leaders are accused of serving British interests, while Germany's invasion of Poland is justified. Even the siege of Warsaw in 1939 is an example of German restraint despite the destruction and civilian casualties. Today, this guidebook is valuable because it shows us how Nazi propaganda wanted to change the past and future of Warsaw. If you want to see it yourself, I have provided links to a PDF scan and translation of the guidebook in the description.